guys. Sorry. I had some technical difficulties. Okay. So the point. Okay. So, hi everybody who's on now that wasn't on before. Hi. Okay. So, I've just been, like, my melanin is tingling, and honestly, I just don't have the energy to put into editing. I just don't. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And but my melanin has been tingling about a couple of things. And excuse my nails, because with everything going on, of course I'm late for my nail appointment, and y'all know I don't really be, I don't be up on here with broken nails and whatnot, but it's an emergency, okay? So let me shout everybody out who's here. How about let's start with that? Hi, Xfin. I don't know how to say that. Xfion. Hey, hi, A. Clark. Hi, Oda Wares. Welcome back. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Alexa Kelly. Hi, Banyo. Hi, Brooklyn Summers. Hi, Suli. Hi, Hold 22 Keys. Hi, Asia. Hi, Psychotherapy. Hi, Miss Ruffin. Oh, there's a lot of y'all. Hi, Miss Yona. Hi, Bunny Spice. Hi, Jay De Niro. Hi, Boo Boo. Hi, Abia the Levite. Hi, Kiel Kazi. Oh, Kiel. Okay, we're going to talk about, or Kyle. That's probably what that says. Kyle Kazi. You just probably had to spell it a little crazy. Okay, so hi, everybody. Okay, so, yeah, my melanin's been tingling about a few things. I'm watching the news at the same time, so, okay. So, with everything that's going on, right, I just find it odd that there are so many CEOs stepping down from their positions that they've had for like 30 years and shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let me just read off a few. Bill Gates, well, you can't see, it's going to be flips, but Bill Gates left. As you know, he stepped down. He said that he wants to focus on his philanthropic endeavors. And one of the first things that he wants to do is have some band or something, and that everybody has to wear it. And I feel like that's going to be to see if you are vaccinated or not. Okay? But, I don't think it's wonderful that he's stepping. Okay, I don't know why. Pause for a second. But I don't think that he's such a nice person that he's stepping down so he could do, wonderful things for. And then what is it with him in Africa? He constantly talking about how he has to go to Africa to slow down the coronavirus when Africa don't really have no cases. Okay? All right, so let's get into these, and I want you to pay attention to these last names that I'm about to say, okay? I'm just going to read the article, and I want you to tell me what you notice about these last names, okay? Bill Gates. Mindy Ginsburg, the CEO, oversees Tinder, Hinge, OkCupid, and Match.com. She announced on my birthday, January 28th, that she's stepping down after 14 years, citing personal reasons, okay? Disney said that January 31st, Hulu's CEO, Randy Freer, that's Freer, would be departing with no direct replacement, blah, 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 okay? Adam Berman, CEO of the co-founder of a cannabis company called Madman, stepped down, okay? Terry Booth, I can't tell anything about that last name, but we're going to keep on going. And it was one black person, and his name is Tijane Thiem. He's the CEO of Credit Suisse, or Suisse, I don't know what the fuck. And he resigned on February 6th after he got caught stalking a former employee. Everybody else left for personal reasons and this and this and this, but they should make sure to put one black man in here over some ridiculous. You mean to tell me that he's the CEO of a company? He made it to be a CEO of the company, but he's so unstable that he's stalking motherfuckers? All right, I don't know that. It's really hard for a black man to become a CEO, and stalking niggas don't really get to become CEOs because they too busy stalking motherfuckers. Okay. All right, Lex Wessner, CEO of L Brands, which includes Victoria's Secret, Bath & Body Works, stepped down. Tyler Haney, this is a female, she stepped down out of Outdoor Voices. Arthur Bergman stepped down from Fastly. Keith Block, CEO of Salesforce, stepped down. Bob Iger, CEO of Disney, stepped down. Harley Davidson CEO Matt Levatich stepped down. Jenny Rometty, CEO of IBM, stepped down. John Legere, T-Mobile CEO, stepped down. LinkedIn Jeff Weiner, he stepped down. MasterCard Ajay Banga, CEO, stepped down. Oh, Kyle, you picked it up. The majority of them are Jewish. Which I don't know what that means, but it seems to me that they got information that we don't have. Now, something else that was interesting to me was I saw a article or something that said that, you know, that soccer player, Cristiano Ronaldo or whatever, he's gonna try to buy a private island so he could be by himself to escape the virus or whatever. I bet you the majority of that people on that list that I just read off have their own private island. They're CEOs of fucking companies. These are the people with the private islands. Okay? Something else that, you know, I just feel like, you know, and then think about the fact that all of these CEOs that probably have stock options stepped down right before the stock market crashed down to the center of the fucking earth. The stock market crashed. All of these people cashed out, and now they get to take whatever and run, unless they kept their stock options. And to me, if you step down from the company, you probably, you know, took your whatchamacallit. We're not having that debate. That's not what we're here to talk about, Junior, on whether Jewish is a religion or a race. That's not. I'm saying whatever you want to call them's people. It was a lot of them names on that damn list. Whatever you want to call them, I don't care. That's not the importance of this conversation, and we're not going to get sidetracked. That was a long fucking list, and a lot of them names sound the same. So you can debate that shit if you want to. That's not what I'm here for. Because I don't do religion. I do facts. What's in front of our face. What my melanin is tingling about. Right before the stock market crashed. Okay? Now, there was a show. Before I even get into the show. I have said that, yes, they took the money and ran, Andrea. So, I have said that, how do I say this without coming off real fucked up? I believe the coronavirus, let me not say the words, because they tend to, let me think of how to say it without getting my live cut off, okay? Hold on, let me think now, let me think. Come on, ancestors, give me the words. The earth is suffering. The earth is suffering. The earth is in pain. The earth is suffering. In the past, when the earth suffers, it will fix itself. It's going to remedy whatever it's got to do. It's going to purge whatever it needs to purge. Nature, this is what I've said, isn't this? Nature is on our side because we are the original people on the planet. Nature is on our side. Okay? And we are nature. So we are, by DNA, together. We are nature and nature is us. Okay? What some people intended to kill us hasn't worked. And it backfired like a motherfucker. Okay? The unfortunate demographic is the elderly and the non-black. That is the majority of the deaths happening from, okay? And it has to be, if that is the majority of the deaths, you realize that's the voting block, right? Those are the voters. Because we ain't voting. That's why we got to shut it down. We can't leave the vote into the niggas. Okay? They don't want to leave the decision to the niggas. So we got to stop the spread. We losing our voters, goddammit. And I'm not happy to see anybody die. I'm not happy. I'm just telling you what my melanin is tingling about. That I ain't got time to be making no videos about, okay? I just ain't got time. Okay, I got to get ready my damn self. Shit, you don't understand. I feel like I've been feeling this coming because I've been in a deep, like, something's been wrong with my fucking emotions for months. Like, you guys don't really know. I've been, like, unbalanced. You know what I'm saying? And I really feel like I felt this coming. Like, spiritually, this shit was weighing on me before it got here. So it's like, I'm tired. I'm fucking exhausted. I feel like I've been just, like, you know what I mean? Like, through the ringer. So anyway, let me finish telling you what my melanin is tingling about, because where I'm at, I may have to, like, end it if somebody walks in or whatever. So now, let's keep on going. And excuse my nails. I told y'all I haven't gotten a chance to get over to Audrey's to get my nails done, you know, and you guys know why. Okay? So don't be looking at me crazy. So anyway, back to nature correcting itself and doing whatever it has to do, because this earth is going to be here. Earth been here, it's going to be here. Like, we ain't the... Okay? So I was watching the news and they were talking about how in China the air pollution is clearing up. For those of y'all who don't know, the air pollution is so bad in China. The Chinese were wearing face masks way before the CV. I don't want them to cut my shit off. So way before the CV, they was wearing masks out there because the air pollution was so bad because of their industry. Okay, I just want to play with my hair now. And, you know, so the air pollution was so bad. So now that everybody has been ordered by the CV, the earth said, okay, not the earth, the earth said, everybody sit the fuck down. So everybody in China had to sit the fuck down, and the pollution is clearing up. In Italy, in Venice, in Venice where, the waters, the whole city is underwater and you have to take boats to go. They say if you fall in that water, it's so fucking toxic. You got to take a shower, like you'll be itching, everything. They say that water is disgusting and never to get in it. Right now, the shit is fucking clear. So clear that dolphins and little tiny fishes and shit I saw it my fucking self. Little tiny dolphins and little fishes and shit is swimming around the canals. The water has cleared up. Nature is tired. Nature said, I'll make the whole world sit the fuck down. Everybody. Every fucking continent except for Africa. Isn't that interesting? Every fucking continent except for the African continent has to sit the fuck down. Something else I saw that was really interesting. I'm glad I'm remembering us. The ancestors must have really wanted me to get on here because they got remembering everything. So the other thing I wanted to talk about, it was this YouTube, I guess it's a show, and it's called like The Black Experience. And this guy did an interview with different black people staying in different Asian countries, and that shit. Thank you so much. Not thinking that I'm crazy because I know I kind of jumped off the building with that shit, but my melanin be tingling and telling me, I don't know. It's just so interesting. It's just so interesting. So let me keep on going. Let me keep going. Okay? Before let me get it out. But thank you. Thank y'all. Thank you very much. Thank you. I be feeling crazy sometimes, it's hard to see things. Like when I was in January telling everybody to get masks and stuff, everybody thought I was fucking ODing. Oh, you doing too much. Right? I was doing too much in January. And now you see people aren't ready and you're like, but I tried to tell you, I was standing on my soapbox telling you. Okay. Anyway, something else that I noticed, shit, I forgot. Where the fuck was I going next? I forgot. And that's what I didn't want to happen. Okay, so we talked about the fishes in Italy. We talked about the fishes in it. Oh, hold on a second. I'll get back with you guys. What's going on?
Coronavirus outbreak is causing an increase in layoffs and unemployment insurance claims. According to the U.S. Labor Department, by the end of last week, 70,000 more people had filed for unemployment. That's compared to the week before. It's the highest seen since September of 2017. The Labor Department says that many states reported increased layoffs in service, food services, and transportation industries. Hawaii Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard is officially out of the Democratic presidential race. She made the announcement today in a video.
We'll turn this off. All right. Sorry, I had somebody come in. All right. Okay. I'm trying to remember where I left off. I was talking about how the earth is upset with people and the earth is in pain and the earth is correcting itself. It's because the fact that those two things are like heavily polluted. You know what I'm saying? China's air is heavily polluted and that the canals in Venice are heavily polluted, okay? So for both of those to be clearing up as a result of the quarantines that are going on all across the globe is very interesting to me. But, you know, it like I said, it's almost like the earth is tired of our bullshit. And I won't say ours, but I'll say as humankind, they are tired of the bullshit. And they like, we need to get rid of the problem. Well, we need to solve the problem. We need everybody to sit down. Everybody needs to sit the fuck down. And they have it, the earth has pretty much sat the entire world down on every single continent except the continent of Africa. It has made everyone sit the fuck down. Okay? So I was watching this show, that's where I left off. I was watching this show on YouTube, and I think it's called like The Black Experience, and it was this black guy, and I think he sounded like West Indian, like British or something like that, and that's what his accent sounded to me. And he now lives, I can't remember where he lived, but he interviewed different black people that are living in various countries in Asia. And I just thought it was very, very interesting because it was the black guy in Vietnam was the one who shocked me the most. And he was like, it's not really a big deal here. He was like, we're not having, he said, because he goes, most people here wear a mask, or they didn't wear a mask or something like that. Like it was something where it's like nothing. So a lot of these countries where the people are heavily melanated, because in Vietnam, you know, contrary to what we see, you know, like the very light skinned, you know, as white skinned Vietnamese, but in actuality a lot of their population is heavily melanated, you know what I mean? And the same thing with India and Thailand. Like, you're not seeing this go too crazy. But in Italy, now that brings us to Italy. Italy's population is really interesting because I had seen different documentaries on Italy before this had even happened. I had seen different things like, or news programs or whatever. And they were talking about how Italy does not have a very young population because there are no jobs. So all the young people are moving to other places for money reasons. Like, they need to be able to make money to have families and stuff like that. So they were basically saying that, you know, there are no jobs, so the young people are moving. So Italy's population is very much is elderly. You know, and I believe that's why there's such a problem in Italy, because their population is already older. And so they lost like 400 and something people in one day yesterday. You know? And so okay, so I don't know what's going on. Sorry guys, I'm back. So, something else I saw in Italy today was this documentary talking about, somebody had posted it, and I don't remember who posted it, and then I went and I found the whole documentary I wanted to see. But they was talking about how Italy, there's a Nigerian mafia in Italy. And how, remember, I'm sure you guys have seen that video where they were like, oh, Africans walking the street of Italy with no racism, right? And so this documentary was talking about how there's a Nigerian mafia. They have the sex trade where they're trafficking girls, and like a bunch of Nigerian female prostitutes out on the street. Yeah, I figured as much, Kyle. So we're gonna jump around a little bit. And so they was like, yeah, you know how there's so many Nigerian female prostitutes that are, you know, here against their will, you know, like they're being forced into some kind of juju oath, they said. So it's like a mixture of like gang banging and you know, spiritual aspects of it. And I found that to be really interesting, and they were just talking about how it is this particular place in Italy. I don't remember the name of the town, but it's in southern Italy, and they were talking about how it's just overrun with Nigerians, and how of you know, both legal and illegal Nigerians, and how, you know, that Italy has basically abandoned this area of Italy and just basically giving it to the Nigerians. The Nigerians at first was at war with the Italian mafia, but then after a while, I guess they had like a war or whatever, and then they, you know, came to the table, negotiated, and now they seem to be working together. So this documentary says. And I just thought that that was like really, really interesting considering history, because all of this started when the Africans went into Italy and Spain. The Moors traveling up there and then realizing that they were black people and that there was an Africa, and then the white supremacists moving down. Exactly, the Moors. And it just seems so interesting that the Moors are going right back into Italy. All right, hold on, guys. I'll come back. Hello? No, it's okay. Come on. Okay. Sorry, I wanted to grab these. Okay. All right, good. Just in case when you guys want to come on, I wanted to be prepared for that. Okay. All right. Let's see. This hair needs to come down a little bit. Okay. All right. So yes, back to Italy. So it seems that the Moors are moving back into Italy, and I think that is very, very, very interesting. Let's see, what else is making my melanin tingle? So there was a show, right, that is on Netflix, and I can't remember the name of the show, right? There was a show on Netflix. And it was about something happened on Earth, and Earth was uninhabitable, and so it was like certain people were selected to get on sort of like this orbiting spaceship that could allow them to live for like 2 or 3 years, or I don't know, some amount of time. I can't remember how long it was, until the Earth was habitable again. And when they thought the Earth might be habitable again, they took their prison, the 100. God damn, Kyle. Yo. That was my handshake right here. Thank you. The 100. That was the name of that shit. So And when they wanted to see if the earth was habitable, they sent down some young prisoners to see if the earth was habitable. So when they sent the prisoners down to earth, there were people already living here. Now, they didn't make the people black people, but the damn sure wasn't white people, and the damn sure wasn't light. They was very melanated people. Now, okay, all right. Y'all ready for this one? I just find it funny that the elite and the rich step down from their positions. Right as everything was, like, right before everything crumbled. Right before the earth is cleansing itself. Do y'all remember a couple of years ago when Trump kept saying we need space police? Y'all remember? And we was all like, why the fuck does he give a shit about space police? We need medical this, we need that, we need jobs, we need, all these industries were collapsing and everything, and this motherfucker was talking about space police. And we was like, what the fuck is he talking about? I don't know. I'm just saying, a lot of things are just, I just be noticing shit. I don't know if it means anything, but I'm just saying, why the fuck was he talking about space police 2 years ago? I don't know. Why the fuck are all these CEOs stepping down from their companies for all this long time? Why the fuck do people want, like, the private island? How the fuck did they know that this shit was about to happen? Because clearly they fucking knew. I mean, it's just so much that's where are they going? Why are they stepping down? What's more important than making money to white folks? What's more important than making money for white folks? Why the fuck they all stepping down from these positions that they covet so goddamn much? And don't you notice they putting a lot of black people in charge? They've been looking at colonize each other planets for years. Exactly. And we don't know what the fuck they found and what they didn't find. And maybe even if they didn't colonize no planets, and maybe they didn't get to no other planets, but maybe they just made a fucking cruise ship in the sky. Some sort of space station or whatever, just like the 100. Better with a black sacrifice when the ship is sinking. Absolutely. Put a black CEO. Yeah, y'all. And this is the thing I be trying to get people to understand, right? When we sit here and we want seats at the table, every time you get a seat at that table, they gonna find a way to turn that fucking seat around and fuck you in the ass. So yeah, you're clamoring. You want more inclusion? You want more black CEOs? Yeah, we'll make you CEO right before we tank this bitch. Right, the International Space Station, which we already got. I don't know how, the only reason I ain't say that is because I don't know how many people they could put on the International Space Station. Is it big enough to like the 100 was, where they had 100 people. That's why it was called the 100. They had like one, or was it they sent 100 people down? I can't remember. Kyle, remind me. Because you be on it. or we file for bankruptcy. It's just like, yo, I just find that to be so interesting. So interesting. We don't know. And we're constantly chasing our tails, and even with the sight I have, I still feel behind. You know, like it's still behind. These white supremacists plan years in advance. Y'all don't really understand. Like, yo, you know when I realized how far white supremacy plans in advance? So Margaret Sanger did what she did. What was that like? 1920s or whatever. She did what she did. She went over. Let's not even talk about what she did here in this country. Let's talk about what she did abroad. She went to Asia and she was trying to get them to, you know, to start population tailoring. Okay? And then in, was it the 50s or the 40s or whatever? I think it was, which president was it? Nixon, I want to say. I want to say it was Nixon. No, Nixon was the 70s, wasn't he? I don't remember which president it was. Don't give me the line, okay? But I don't remember which president it was. But one of them damn presidents signed, like, they were going to give aid to China. And they told China, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we'll give you this money. But what are we going to get out of it? You know, we want something for the deal. And, you know, yeah, feeding children, yeah, we already know about that. They got the president saying that shit on tape. And I really want to say that was Nixon's voice, but I could be so wrong. And they was like, oh, okay. So then that's when they started doing the selective abortions, where they were trying to abort all the girls because they preyed upon the people's already cultural biases towards female and males, and they introduced something that they thought the people would think that was making them happy. Let us be able to choose which baby we want. We want to be able to choose whether we want a boy or a girl, you know? And so the Chinese people are here thinking that they're getting rights. But what ended up happening in the long run is not now, but before the CV, before the Rona, they had so many men that they were calling it forced celibacy because there weren't any women to marry. Grandparents and stuff are meeting, trying to arrange marriages and stuff for their grandchildren because there was no whatchamacallit. And then once again, I talk about the earth correcting itself. And now, what's the population like in China? We don't know. I mean, what's there to talk about? I'm talking about what I'm talking about right now. Why do y'all do that? Why do y'all like to go off topic when, you know, I'm steering the boat here. Why y'all do that? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so, you know, I feel that when it comes down to where I've already talked about the fact that I thought this was created in the lab and planted in that supermarket. I talked about that with the Kobe thing. I told y'all that I felt like Kobe was a distraction. Not that his death was not a huge tragedy. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I think they killed Kobe to kill two birds with one stone, and that's one, to wrap up that lawsuit that Kobe had against the pharmaceutical industry, and to cause a major U.S. distraction, so we weren't paying attention and y'all wasn't getting prepared, because y'all already know I was paying attention. And people weren't getting prepared because they so busy, you know what I'm saying, mourning such a beloved figure. Now let's get into what I feel about the a lot of these male celebrities that are at the pinnacle of health come and testing up positive. That don't make no sense. So you mean to tell me that the weakest of every other race people is getting the virus and is contracting the virus and dying from the virus, but the strongest of ours are testing positive? Y'all, that does not strike you as odd than a motherfucker? We're not talking about no slouch ass niggas that they said is tested positive. We talking about fucking Idris Elba, who doesn't have an ounce of body fat anywhere on him. And I heard he's vegan. And you mean to tell me he tested positive? It sounded like he got a piece of paper that said positive. Now, I have no doubt that he thinks that he's positive. And he's positive, and the girl haven't been tested, but she's standing right there. I mean, I don't think it's in this case, or before with the Chinese part, that was eugenics. But this in this particular situation, I think they want black people to stop fucking playing around. They want black people to stop joking around about it. They want us to stop joking around. And I can't lie, I saw some more black men take it seriously when Kevin Durant got diagnosed. And that's why they did the shit. Then all of a sudden niggas was like, oh God, Kevin Durant, shit's real when Kevin Durant got it. Y'all don't think that's odd? Like, I feel like they're like, yeah, like, and I have no doubt that Kevin Durant thinks he has it. I feel like they gave him a piece of paper. And I'm not saying that we're immune and we can't get it. All I'm saying is the weakest of them, the oldest and the weakest of them are getting it. But the strongest and most fit of ours are testing positive. We got Tom Hanks, Idris Elba. Come on, man. And like I said before, I'm not saying that we can't be carriers. We can't be, you know what I'm saying? That's why I wore my mask, because I work closely with the medical profession. So I've been wearing my mask since January. Because I didn't want to be, I felt like I could fight it off. And whatever I get, I take my CMOS. I work out, I won't say regularly, enough. Okay. I work out sometimes. And, you know, I'm in, you know, good shape or whatever. So I didn't feel that I have anything to worry about. But at the same time, I didn't want to, like, you know, take it home to somebody or even give it to another patient or whatever. You know, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that person, the carrier of it. So I'm just saying, it's just weird to me. I'm saying that we should take it seriously. We should protect ourselves. You still wash your fucking hands. And what the fuck was y'all doing before this shit happened? What the fuck? I saw this post with Jada Pinkett Smith. She gonna make sure you wash under your nails. Well, what was you nasty bitches doing before this shit happened? You wasn't washing under your nails. You're supposed to put soap under there and everything. Goddamn, every once in a while you're supposed to get the brush and shit. I mean, come on. Ladies, what was going on before the Rona? Shit. You're supposed to wash under your nails. Lord have mercy. Wash your hands, wash your ass, wash your face. Gracious. So, yeah, I think they just wanted, like, black people to take it more seriously, because in Africa they having all kinds of corona parties. Yo, doing all the fly dances and shit at the fucking corona parties is hilarious. But I think they just wanted, you know, black people to take it seriously, you know. I mean, and what better way to get, you know, the esteemed Idris Elba to get online and be like, black people, we need, in that accent, we need to take this seriously. It's affecting us too. Oh. Come on. All right, I gotta go. Somebody else is coming in. Bye, guys.
What's up?
What's going on? Where's the goddamn remote?